Hi everybody, Dave Winder here on the Racer Report as we get ready for game number 2 of the Murray State football team when they travel to DeKalb, Illinois on Saturday for a 2:30 p.m. kickoff against the Northern Illinois Huskies. We'll be telling you more about that. But first, let's recap what happened here at Roy Stewart Stadium last Thursday. It was the first game of the Coach Mitch Stewart era, and the Racers took on a team they were supposed to win, and they did. That was against Kentucky Wesleyan as they were playing up a division, and the Racers opened up the Stewart era with a 52-12 win over the Kentucky Wesleyan team. Katie Humphreys, 25 out of 34, 385 yards. You know, that was his fifth straight 300-yard passing game dating back to last season, and Jeremy Harness was a good one for him as a receiver for Humphrey. 6 catches, 156 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Humphreys threw 5 touchdowns in the game as the Racers won it. Now, on defense, the Racers saw Zach Dean get 9 tackles, 5 solo. He was basically the defensive player of the game. But you know, the Racers have Demetrius Mason and Elijah Daniel now on the defensive line. So I think what you're going to see is one of those guys, or maybe all of them, getting freed up during the game to really wreak havoc on the opponent. Now, the defense played very, very good against Kentucky Wesleyan. Defensive back DeQuinton Spraggins was our guest this weekend on the Monday weekly press conference. He had 8 tackles and a sack, and he talked about Zach Dean's big day.
I mean, Zach is a big motivator. I mean, just seeing him make plays like that and not being able, to do that. Not saying he couldn't do it last year, but he doing it more this year is a big motivation, because I see that now our D-line is being available to get to the quarterback. So I think that's a big improvement.
Last week, obviously that was kind of exactly the way I had hoped the game would go. Going into it, offensively and defensively, I wanted to be pretty base. I didn't want to do a lot of exotic things, just wanted to run the football well offensively, be very efficient in the passing game, and then defensively wanted to stop the run and don't give up the big play. And I think for the most part, other than the one pass play that hit over the top, we did those things. So overall, very pleased with how we played last week.
Indeed, what Coach Stewart said, it's exactly what the Racers needed. They needed a tune-up win, and they got that against Kentucky Wesleyan. So now we saw the Racers play against a team lower level than they are, and now this week and next week, it's the Racers having to play up a level. This week's opponent is just a great program. The Northern Illinois Huskies, they've been a great program for many, many years, many bowl games in the last several years, and they had to come from behind to beat UNLV in their season and home opener at Husky Stadium last week, 38-30, as they trailed 17-3 just before the half. And went on to beat the Rebels 38-30. St. Louis area quarterback Drew Hare, 21 out of 26, 360 yards and 2 touchdowns. And after Northern Illinois hosts Murray State, they have to go play Ohio State. So it's early in the season here, and we're really interested to see how this is going to go. Head coach Mitch Stewart of the Murray State Racers talked this week in his press conference about facing Northern Illinois.
Same, it's always the same. I mean, they put their pants on the same way we do, one leg at a time. They just got a little bit more pants, a little bit more scholarships. But it's the same. We'll put a plan together offensively to run and throw the ball. We'll put a plan together defensively to stop the run and the throw. And in special teams, we'll just we'll put a plan together to be as solid as we can. I think anytime you play up, anytime you play an FBS opponent, I think the biggest matchup is always going to be your lines of scrimmage. If an FBS comes out, because obviously their mindset is going to be, hey, we've got to dominate the line of scrimmage, both sides of the line of scrimmage. And if they can do that, it's going to be a long night for the Racers. If they can't do that, then hopefully it'll be a long night for them.
So when the Racers take on Northern Illinois, it is a Saturday 2:30 kick from DeKalb, Illinois. And you Racer fans who can't make the trip, well, you're going to be able to watch it on ESPN3, so we're really excited about that. Of course, you'll get Neil Bradley's play-by-play, the longtime voice of the Racers in his 25th season, and you can listen to the audio on Froggy103.com. And then, of course, live stats will be available through the Northern Illinois website and, of course, GoRacers.com. Very quickly, a word of condolence to the Husky fans as they lost their longtime mascot, Husky, Diesel. Here's a good picture of him. I saw a video this week where he actually was high-fiving the cheerleaders. So I'm a dog lover, love my dog, and I know the Husky fans love their mascot Diesel as well, and our condolences go out to the Husky Nation. Now let's take a look ahead to what Murray State's doing after this weekend. The road stays very tough for Murray State. They have to go to Kalamazoo on September 19th to take on Western Michigan. The Broncos played Michigan State at home tough last weekend, 37-24, and they have to go to Georgia Southern on Saturday before they host the Racers the next week. And then the Racers are going to be coming back home for Family Weekend on September the 26th. That game is on the American Sports Network as the Racers take on the Tennessee Tech Golden Eagles. That'll be the OVC opener here at Rollie Stewart Stadium, so make your plans to be here on September 26th when the Racers are back at home to take on Tennessee Tech. Tech at Wofford and then Mercer before they come to play the Racers. They lost at Houston last week, 52-24. So that's all the time we have this week on the Racer Report. This is Dave Winder saying I'll see you next week, and hopefully the Racers will get it done this week against Northern Illinois.